Been a while since I added a G.I. Joe, and I wanted to address something, so Snake Eyes and Timber. So, with G.I. Joe Classified, I have been very, very impressed that even things that are repaints tend to feel somehow different enough that they feel like their own thing. I have been genuinely impressed with the line. Now, I do cherry pick the line. There's a playlist. It'll be at the end of the video, of course, and that'll show you everything that I've currently gone over, everything that I've added to the shelf G.I. Joe wise. It's not as extensive as, say, even my DC shelf. But I have been impressed every time I open a figure. Even opening two figures that I already have, which could, Jungle Recondo and Retro Recondo. When I opened up those two figures, yes, that is a blatant repaint, but it feels very different. Now, Snake Eyes is one of those characters that I have heard time and time and time and time again that they just keep putting Snake Eyes out and they just keep repainting him and it's not a big deal. One way or another, I knew I wanted Timber. This will also give me a new Snake Eyes. Is this just an egregious repaint? Basically, I rebought Snake Eyes and got Timber? Or was this worth it? Let's open it. Well, I already like this a lot. I will say this. I'm looking at him. It is a repaint. It is a blatant repaint. Like, I'm not seeing anything to convince me that it's not. As far as I could tell, that is as blatant of a repaint as a repaint can be. But I think it's different enough. See, this is one of those situations where, like, as far as I could tell, everything that I'm looking at, but I will say that he's basically solid black. That's cool, but this I actually like better. I don't mind having another Snake Eyes. And this is one of those things that I've been fighting with myself about because I hear it all the time that repaint, repaint, repaint. I don't need another Snake Eyes repaint. Like I saw the desert one and I said to myself, oh cool, desert Snake Eyes is looking sick. And then I saw a bunch of people that were like, I don't need another friggin' repaint Snake Eyes. And then I said, well, that does make sense to me. Why would I buy a repaint Snake Eyes? It made a lot of sense. But then, the more I looked at it, the more I wanted it, because I actually think the repaint is very, very good. Now, this guy came with a ridiculous amount of stuff. I mean, we're talking, there's this weird gun here. There's another gun. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff here. I don't know in terms of two things that I really like. He came with two really special hands. He came with one hand that's a throwing star hand, which is really cool. And he came with like a karate chop type of hand. That's actually holding this, like a strip here, like these spikes, which is really cool. Like, this guy's awesome. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Here we have this. This is probably going to be better than the backpack. Because all I got to do is worry about getting the blade in position. I actually think that's going to be a big help. Because, in all honesty, I like this. But I will not deny that the other version of him having the backpack with the blade thing on the side has been a bit of an issue. It's a little top heavy and it makes this kind of difficult. I will say, I might like this enough to take this belt thing off though. Because it would also make him unique. And if I'm going to put another Snake Eyes on the shelf, he may as well be unique, right? Yeah, I think so. So let's take that off. I imagine we just pop the head. There's that. That goes up over the neck joint. Take that down, move that off, put this on. I like that, actually. Put this back on. There. Reattach the head. Put the blade on. His back. Will that interfere with that thing there? Not too much. Might be an argument that I want to heat this up, get it to lay on them a little better than what I'm doing right now. Okay. I don't know. I'm fighting with myself here. I like this, but I don't think it's laying on him the way that I was hoping that it would. Take that off. Okay. Well, let's figure out about the other stuff, shall we? First off, the silencer for the gun. If I'm not mistaken, that's probably what that is. There's the handgun. We'll put that in there. So he's got his handgun with the silencer, his knife. There's that. And then I have my Snake Eyes over here with this type of gun, something close to that. So maybe he should operate with the Uzi, or it might be cool to have him on the shelf to literally equip him with his special hands, since I already have the other one. I don't know. I like this dog a lot, and I'm really still fighting about this. Is this good? I don't know about this sash thing. Maybe if it laid on him better, but it feels wrong somehow. Like, it doesn't feel quite like I was promised. See, I was shown this picture here on the box, and that doesn't look like this necessarily. It's not quite what I was hoping for. So I might not like this part here. That may have made my decision. Okay, let me set him up. Okay, I can live with this. This is good. It separates just enough from what I had over here. It comes with timber. Timber looks awesome, by the way. They didn't mess around with just how good they do animals in this line. Like, it's really impressive. There's a lot of detail here. It looks really good. There's a lot of movement that the dog can actually get. Pretty much everything about the dog is solid. I'm going to be honest with you. I knew when I bought this I was buying a repaint. And I knew that part of what I was doing was buying it for the dog. I don't regret that at all. Like, in fact, I'll bet this dog will work absolutely fantastic for some nice barbarian shots. Like, either them with the dog, I know it's not a dog, I know it's a wolf, but, or them against it. Like, that's really cool. That's solid. That just added a really fantastic extra piece to my photography sets to be able to mess with my barbarian pictures. I like this dog a lot. Yeah, so in all honesty, I would have been happy just buying the dog. You know what I'm surprised they haven't done? I'm surprised they haven't just done a straight up animal pack. I know that they want to sell the figures, and they want to sell the figures that actually go with the dogs. Like there's the bulldog right now, if I'm not mistaken. He comes with a guy, and there's a dude with an alligator. There's I think his name is Freedom. He comes with a it's an eagle. He comes with an eagle. I think I have him on the shelf. We just haven't got to him yet. These animals that are appearing in the line, these highly articulated animals, they're amazing. The Crocmaster is one that I absolutely want to buy just for his animal. If Crocmaster turns out to be cool looking, sure, that's fine. New Joe for the shelf, I'm not going to cry about that. But that animal, that crocodile, I could do some really cool barbarian stuff with that crocodile. I could do some really cool stuff with this wolf. Timber is the absolute star of what I just bought. I literally would have bought this just for Timber. And I kind of did. I did get this on clearance. I walked into a Walmart. It was on clearance. I got it. I only paid like $24 for it. I try not to get too serious about, like, money. Like, I do try to make it a point to allow people to understand I spend money. And sometimes when people are like, oh, are you getting this? Are you getting this? Did you see this? Have you seen that? Are you getting this? No. A lot of things I'm not getting. Because I also like other things. Like, I skipped on buying some toys not way too long ago because Persona 4 went on sale on the Switch. And I was like, I haven't played Persona 4 in a long time. I'm going to play Persona 4. That's where my money went. I was like, couldn't put my $20 there. I couldn't put $20 there. I missed out on buying figures that paycheck. My budget is strict. And I really need to do a video, like a standalone video, talking about my toy budget. Because oftentimes, and I get this a lot, I have people that sometimes see this and they think I'm rich. I'm far from it, guys. I'm absolutely far from it. This is not a large room. Some of this is a bit deceiving. You're looking at I have an older house. This is a 10 by 10 room. I'm utilizing the space to its absolute max capacity. Like, that is not an exaggeration. I know the space I have. I know what I can get rid of. I know what I can get away with. And I've pretty much attempted to maximize the space in here as best as physically possible. And I'm constantly in flux with this. Oftentimes, I will take parts out of this collection, remove them, get rid of them, because I get a better version of something, or something that I like more, or something kind of outgrows its usefulness, or just isn't what I expected it to be. The next two characters that I'm getting rid of from my Motu stuff is, I think I'm getting rid of Terrorclaw's Skeletor, and I'm probably getting rid of the accompanying He-Man of those two. They're just... I don't necessarily care for their action gimmick. They're kind of cool. I liked them when I bought them, but after doing a couple photography sets here and there where I kind of got the Terrorclaws, I got a pretty good scene with Terrorclaws. But, like, I realized there are kind of the problems that I was going to come across in terms of using him ever for any reason. So he doesn't hold the same interest for me as he used to. And I've bought other Skeletors that I like much, much more since that point. So this is the thing with me. Sometimes, and this happens on the Marvel shelf a lot. The Marvel shelf is absolutely famous for this, because Marvel Legends will release something and I'll replace something that I had on there and then no longer have a reason for the thing that I had. Like, that happens. They'll release a really, really good version of something. I'll buy that. Why am I messing around with the other one now? It doesn't have any purpose anymore. It has lost its reason for being on the shelf. For a while there, I got myself into trouble and I was buying things like the Ninja Turtles. I bought too many Ninja Turtles. Like I said, I've mentioned it in other videos. I have a very hard rule in terms of Ninja Turtles that I try to follow in terms of my collecting, and I do that so I can keep myself in control. All of this is like this. So at $24, I finally had the money to go ahead and spend and test out the repaint, because I really do want that desert version of Snake Eyes. But I'm not oblivious to the fact that he's a repaint, and I want to see just how much difference these repaints can and do make. If they didn't make much of a difference at all, I was definitely going to step away from it, because that's a real problem. But if it's good enough to justify at a proper price, that was fine for me. I got the dog out of this. I would have paid $24 for just the dog anyway, because it is that good. But I'm now at the point of rambling in this video. I have added Snake Eyes and Timber to the shelf, and there's another Snake Eyes and Timber that I saw. Kind of a different dog. Wolf, sorry. And I'm considering that one now. Now that I've seen how good this one is, I'm considering the other one, and I could always use an extra wolf to double into my other stuff. I think that would be really cool. Anyways, rambling. I'm sorry. We're moving past the point of my normal unscripted moving into 5 other topics. Before this becomes an issue, I'm going to cut it, and I will make a couple of standalone videos talking about some of the other things that I was bringing up here. I'm going to get out of here. I have spoken. Take what you will from it.